And here we are again. I think this is episode 3 for the Kawasaki. This one. And episode 1 for that one. The Honda CBR 929. Current issues are starter relay, ignition system, fuse relay, hot wire switch on the Kawasaki. I have accumulated the parts designated for that bike that will come together. But primarily, today's episode is on this guy. I have CSI'd the project bike and located the wiring schematic. This is what was in there. And everything was across the hot lead. This bulb I cannot no longer find for this fixture. It exists in an LED. And that's where the LED bulb doesn't fit. Therefore, this got retired. And a new LED, high-low beam, halo, wattage was correct, was installed. I checked it all the way back, on-off key, high-low beam. And then I wrapped up the harness, the main harness underneath where it's supposed to be on the clip. And I must have wiggled something loose. But it also gave me some false intermittent readings, so I might have shorted something out again. Still have all my other lights, my running lights, signal lights, all that relay is correct. So today it's going to be relay, switches, and wires, and contacts. And I'll find this one out. This will go on for a bit, so it's probably going to be fast forwarded over with some music on a GoPro. But that's your introduction. So I'm going to wait till the end because I'm not going to do the epilogue on where we end up on this one because it is electrical. Away we go. Well, this is part 2 of the switches, relays, headlights, LED, changeout, CBR 99 2001. Part 2, part 1, this is just a sign of persistence from, let's take you in here, fuse panel relay harness, underneath check, out, CDA box, out, wiring harness, the other 6 common brakes, front end, back end, completed, fixed, and the new bulb in, the old entanglement, doing this in part 1 probably, but that was wired in 3 days wrong, so done with that. Couldn't keep light bulbs in it. They were expensive, and there was one that I could no longer replace, so that fixture was obsolete. Chased brakes, wears, arcs. You can see where that wire burnt with that wire. So I'll get some more tape on this, put in the commons. I'm going to fix a little bit of this, fix a little bit of that. Chased it all the way back to here past, looking down on this side into, put some light in here, any other brakes before it goes into the CDI box. And looking at these relays too. And started tracing my thoughts forwards, backwards with switches, relays. And there it is. No other explanation on that brake, on that white wire, through the relay, and back out. So it was down to one wire, this white wire. And I chased that white wire. It's my right handlebar and the left handlebar. Stop jiggling here. Is this side with my dimmer, my horn, and my turn signal. And that one white wire connects here. So I've chased it all the way back to the brake and the CDI box off to the instrumentation panel, the speedometer, odometer, and all the warning lights. I was running out of places to fix. So, this morning, come in on my light, and it looks like I am going to have to do some soldering. Right there. On my starter switch. And it does start. But that's the main relay on the switch. Now do you see and understand? So we can carefully deconstruct this and put the harness here in a nice, easy place to work on, hopefully, and do a little soldering. I gotta see if I have all the tools here first, and I'll get back to this. But there is hope for the Honda. Hope for the Honda. This could be wrapping it up. Next time I start, it could be vroom vroom. Put the helmet on. Put the camera on the helmet. Well, here we are again. Another quick little work on that CBR 99 RR Fireblade. This is to close up this episode. Updates in the garage too. Put the handlebar back together, soldered the white wire in, aligned the light, the new front light, and took it in and had to have a fuel pump put in. I found one at one of my other used bike places within the city here. They're a nice bunch of guys. And picked up my fuel pump for $200. It was in a running bike. That's about the only promise you're gonna get in maybe a 2-week you can get your parts back, because there was no bench test on it, and I asked. Usually electrical parts you can get a bench test. So covers off, and get the keys here. I'll put you on my helmet cam. Well, we're not going for a ride, but we're gonna warm it up. I've had it back for a bit. There was a couple other little minor things I wanted to adjust, front end, bleed the brakes, and just general maintenance, and like I was doing it out of province on it. But in a nutshell, I'm gonna flip this around. I'll put you on my head. There we go. And there we go. And that light, it works now. And enough, Jack. There's a little fire breather. 369. So this project bike is pretty much complete. Parts list and everything else through it. I'll add it up. And if you like where I'm going with my projects here on Blaster Chiller Garage, I will do my best to complete what I start. And this was a trade-in on an 85 GPZ 900 Ninja and another bike. And this one is finally fixed over a year later. But she's rideable, and I would sell it to a cousin, friend, or relative. Or you, for that matter. I have the Triumph, the Ninja, the VTR, and finally, my parts for my Goldwing. Kind of saving it for the winter when locked up and not much more to do other than put a Goldwing back together and clean out the carbs and do the heads. And, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be an ongoing push. But I got to finish up this season, and I'd like to do some riding. I'd like to get some camera footage on some of the beautiful fall colors in and around Edmonton. Slow motion cruising. Well, it's not really slow motion. I won't get tickets. So you like where I'm going? Subscribe. Add some comments. I'll build the following slowly but surely, but I'm going to get back on the wrenches for now. It's been a pressing summer here in the Great White North. Election's over again. So until next time, weeks, every week is the goal. Bye for now.